Welcome to Bard's Breathe Easy Service Training. My name is Rick Downey, and today we're going to update some software in our programmable logic controller. The processes we use in this video apply to the entire product family that utilizes a UPC3 programmable logic controller. That will include shelter controllers, the LV1000 and LC6000, all models of the Fusion Tech reverse flow units, the Megatech, and all sizes in the Multi-Tech. We'll locate and download the correct software, unzip and save the file. We'll connect to Windows-based device to the PLC, install the new software, and then verify the installation. Alright, let's go to Bard's website and pick out the software that we want to use. We want to go to bardhvac.com. Then we've got to scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on Software Download. Now we have to select the software that matches the equipment that we're updating. Here we're looking for the LC6000. So here's the LC6000. We just left click on there. It downloads it on the bottom of my page, and that's in a zip folder. But my computer is set up so that if I click on the zip folder, it opens it and puts it in a subfolder. So we're done with the web. Now I want to save this file. Next to the file is the installation instructions, the written instructions for the LC6000 software update. And this is very detailed as well, so you may want to refer to this. Once I open that folder up, this is ready to go, so I'm going to want to save that on my desktop for future updates. So I'm going to create a folder and call it PLC software. Open that up. Put the file in there that I want. We'll put that there for safekeeping, and now let's go hook up to a machine. Connecting the USB cable to the PLC and disconnecting the communication cable. When disconnecting the communication cable, gently wiggle the plug while pulling. Notice the location of the plug. If you reinstall the communication plug in the wrong receptacle, it will damage all the other boards connected to the daisy chain because there is 24 volts present on the top receptacle. When connecting to the micro USB cable to the port, do not put excessive pressure on the connector. Some models may have a connector already in place, and these models use a USB cable with two male ends to connect to your laptop. That's a Type A male-to-male connector. Once we've got access to the PLC controller, whether it's in a shelter controller or in a unit, we need to put a safety ground strap on prior to touching that board. This happens to be one with a flexible wristband and a clip on one end that we're going to attach to the DIN rail. That will prevent any chance for electrostatic discharge. Then we're removing the communication cable and pushing it off to the side. Connect the USB cable to your laptop, and once you make that connection, you should see a box pop up on there, which is the auto run box. Then we'll go right to a laptop. We can just click Open Folder to view files, or if we can't find it there, I'm going to minimize that and come over here, and here's another way to get to it. If that autoplay isn't set up on yours to pop up, we can just go to the computer and find removable disk E, and it shows 91.2 megabyte. That's the size of that disk. If we double click that, we can get into it right here. Now this puts us in the upgrade folder, so we can double click this. It opens us up, and we drag the auto run over, and it loads it in to the upgrade folder. I simply close that folder up and unplug the USB and it will start uploading without having the auto run box pop up. So I'm going to start this over and bring the auto run up again. Now I just plug the USB back into my computer. When I click on there, I still get the same folder. That's the upgrade. Double click that, move it to the side, open up your software folder, and then we grab the auto run file, drag it over, put it into the upgrade folder. Once we do that, if I just close this out now and unhook the USB connector, the software update starts automatically. So we want to press enter to confirm. There'll be several screens that you'll see appear on there. Upload ISP, upload OSI. Eventually it will say no link, and then it will complete. Once you get to the end of the update process, the screen on the Tech Eye on a unit or the main screen on the big PGD on the controller will tell you that the upload was successful, and press enter to restart. When I press enter, the entire software is going to restart with the new software installed. Your screen's going to go blank, and it takes 40 to 80 seconds for it to reboot. And when it reboots, it's going to reboot with the Bard logo, and then it'll tell you initialization complete. For language, it says English. Press enter to change or escape to confirm. We're going to confirm that we want English. And that completes the software update for the PLC product line. If you're installing this software in a wall unit, you need to use the Tech Eye and verify that the model and serial number in the software matches the model and serial number in the unit.